How we doing, guys? Reedy back for another Friday night pre-match show. Obviously, I'm a bit late. I lost track of time. I've got my food here, so if I eat, I'm sorry. Lost track of time, but I appreciate you all coming in. Obviously, we have got a few things to talk about today and for Sunday as well. You see the title, Last Chance Saloon. I think it is. I shared my opinions on the show yesterday. What about your opinions? Get your comments in. We'll get you all in on live if you want to, and we'll see you after the start.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Are you ready for the show? Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pukka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hollogram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newby Co estate agents. We want your views, we want your comments, so join us live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, guys, how is everyone doing? Yes, it is a pre-match show for the Newcastle game. We are going to talk about the Napoli game. I'm sorry, we are going to talk about it. I'm sorry, I'm Rogers out. It's finally got to me. You know what? Screw it. We need someone better there. We need someone better. We need somebody who can improve the squad, who can push the team forward. And I think he's had enough. I think we've had enough of him now. And you can see the amount of people that are going against him now is ridiculous. But we'll get the comments in. Camps a lot. Appreciate you coming in, mate. Appreciate you all coming in. Carmen, welcome. Appreciate you coming in as well. Great evening. What a shambles we are. Tell me about it. That's all I had to say yesterday as well. It was just a shambles. You can't defend how we played. It's ridiculous. Can't be take it away. I see about 20,000 comments. You're not getting any interest in me tonight. Because you're nowhere near us either way. Even if we are shit, I couldn't care less. Ethan, I'm so confident we'll lose. So I'll put Callum Wilson and St. Maximin in my fantasy football team. Exactly. I've said, I'm scared of Newcastle. Newcastle are what? Bottom three? I'm scared we're going to lose to them. That is how bad it's got. That is how bad it is looking for us at the moment. And you wonder why people are saying Rogers out. It's ridiculous. Karen, agree with me being Rogers out. I was on the fence for a lot of the time. Since the Chelsea game, I've been like, what's going to change? What's going to be an improvement? We played two teams who you can't deny are not one of the best of teams in Watford and Warsaw. Yes, we beat them. Was it convincing? No. Did we concede? Yes. Playing two more games, drew and lost, and then you just think, what's the point? I will get the link into the chat just for anyone to join, because I'm a bit late, so I forgot to send it anywhere. There you go. Links in the chat for everyone. We will lose and people probably concede from a set piece. It's just getting a joke now, because I don't want to be negative, but I think the issue is I don't understand how we can improve with who we've got above them. People are saying, yes, it's how the players can play. Why are we not playing for the manager? But if we're not playing for the manager, the manager should be the issue for it. I'm not sure. Matteo says he's 98% Rogers out. If we don't take 3 points against Newcastle, that's the last straw. And you wonder why I've named this show the Last Chance Saloon, because I'm already Rogers out. And if it gets any worse, I think, you know what? It's just going to get to the point of it's going to be too bad. It's gonna just, he's gone. I don't know how they would come back from him losing to Newcastle. We don't track runners either. Shock. Another thing that we should be doing. Even if we did that against Napoli, I think we could have got something against them. They were poor, yet they were the better side. Napoli were poor, but they were the better side. That's how bad it was. LCFC Grey, we beat Watford and still don't find any consistency. Watford are what? Bottom 5? Same as Warsaw. They're not the hardest teams to beat. We conceded 2 against Watford. And it was one set piece and one clear goal just ran out of defence. Maz, welcome, sorry. Councillor, defensively is the problems are at. No, I don't think so. I think it's both. I think it's everywhere. You can't just deny the defence. If you're solid at the back, it's not going to change how we're scoring goals. I think we were quite lucky. Don't get me wrong. Yes, Dewsbury's goal was good, but the Evans one's a bit of a lucky shot out of a set piece. For me, we were lucky to be 2-2 up by half time. And then just shows we can't even score in the second half. It's just a shambles for me. Ethan, how did Madison miss? I think Ross, who's just joined, said about that. Do you know what? When I saw the ball go to him, I thought, wait, what? What's happening here? There's a mess up. And then he shot and I thought, wait, you missed that? How? How did you even miss? But then again, the keeper was coming that way. He was under pressure. It's hard. We are scoring goals, yes. But we're scoring goals to get back to a level state. And then you've got to score even more than that. I don't know. Phil, welcome. Evening, Brendan, off to United. And then some more. What happens if Foxes left us in free fall for the rest of the season? Talking about Tillemans with 2. No, I've said now. I've said, where did we get Brendan Rodgers from? We got him from Celtic. We didn't get someone who was free. We wanted him. We put the money in that, and he came to us. We can do that with any other manager as long as the money's right. We can get him. I don't care what anyone says. We can get the manager we want as long as the money's right. So it's there. I'm sorry, but if we lose to Newcastle or it's a poor performance, there's no way back. And I'm pretty sure even the people who are ready to come in will know that as well. I think there's no way back if you lose to Newcastle. I'm sorry. A few more comments before we do get into it. I don't agree with playing one strike on his own with attacking kids behind, me 2 up front. Callum, obviously, you know who I am. Appreciate you coming in. Yes. It works 2 ways. I've always said, you play 2 strikers up front, you lose Barnes or Lookman. Yes, they've not played the best, but the moment Barnes gets back fit, he just always seems to get into the squad. And then you don't play 2 strikers. It's always a one up front with them. So yes, you play 2 up front, but then is it the case you go 4 at the back or 5 at the back? Because when you play 2 up front, it's more reliable if you play 5 at the back. But we don't do that anymore. Great. Vardy pen against Spartak was awful. Well, the pen that Warsaw had against Spartak was bloody awful as well. Stupid idiots. Why couldn't they just score that, eh? Even though we would have made us lucky, I don't care. Great. Ten Hag, exactly. You could bring anyone that you wanted in as long as the money's right. We will get the first one in. We will bring Ross in first.
Oh, no, the comment that just, was we're scoring goals. Yes, but we conceded them. That's the issue. You know, I mean, after watching that yesterday, I tell you what summed it up. It was actually not even involving our game. It was involving the Spartak Moscow, Legia Warsaw. Because sometimes you always need a bit of luck, don't you? In football, in life, you need luck. Right?
I was the most excited at the end. I was still there seeing that on my chair like, this is boring. I can't be asked. The moment we went penalty, 97 minutes, went, you what?
I was like a fan of Legia Warsaw for a second. I heard the commentary. I had it on my phone, and what I was going to do was try and click it. I was trying to click in last night. I didn't realise that the stream that was ended. But imagine if, like, during that scored. But, you know, and it was a good save from the Spartak keeper. But, you know, we could have had a chance of playing Barcelona, Dortmund, Leipzig, Sevilla. They'll probably win it anyway. It's their baby. But now we're going to be playing teams that I've never heard of. But I tell you what, one thing I think is right. Ask this on the comments.
Go on.
The way that Brendan Rodgers said about he didn't even know the Europa Conference League existed. Now, we can slate that tournament all we like, you know, but the fact is we're in it.
I'm sorry. I'd rather be out of the whole thing than have.
I get that. I can understand. Listen, we're in it. You know, in a day, we might as well just go out. We've got no to lose, really. But you know, we've got no to lose on that competition. The only upside to this is if we win it, we're in Europa. We're
in Europa for another year. That we'll just lose again.
Yeah, but in the day, that's still silverware. I don't care what anyone says. That is still a trophy. You know, are we? I can't imagine. Let's say we win it. I know we're not, but let's say we do.
There you go. The boss agrees with you. You should know what the Conference League is.
Yeah, that I think it's a bit disrespectful because you know, that's like saying, like, let's say we play Atletico Madrid, for example, again, right? I know the manager knows who we are. You know, Simeone. Is it still Diego Simeone? Yeah, Diego.
Atletico Madrid manager.
Yeah, Atletico Madrid. So that manager, let's say he doesn't know who Leicester are. Okay, I know he does, but I'm saying let's say we're playing again. He said, "Oh, who's Leicester?" That'd be disrespectful to us. He's disrespecting us. So I think it is a bit disrespectful if Brendan Rodgers don't even know what the competition is. I think it's not on because now he's now what he's going to do. Whoever we play, I don't know who we're playing now. You know, teams.
No,
I haven't really Googled it yet. I haven't searched it yet. I haven't really looked into it. But now, is he going to go out and put out a team that last year when we played? Oh yeah, by the way, there was one team we could face. A team that we got knocked out of the Europa League by last season. Slavia Prague. However you call them. Are you telling me that Brendan Rodgers, that's if he's still the manager by then, you know, we don't know. Let's say he still is. Is he going to put out a weak side again? Because he doesn't know what the competition is?
I'm sorry, but to be honest, at this point, I'd rather concentrate on what we're doing in the Premier League.
I get that.
Put the B team out there. I think most of our B team would be able to beat a lot of the sides, in my opinion.
Was it you or Jack said yesterday we're going to beat Napoli?
No. It was me. And I said, I don't know if you heard me in this just now, I said that they were poor, yet they still were the better team. That's how bad it was.
We just made them look good. I mean, to be honest, you know, they had their best players like Koulibaly's and Merton. No, Merton was on the bench.
All their better players were injured and they still won.
Exactly.
Just because of them balls that just crossed into the box straight through the whole defence and he just went, oh, okay, let's just tap it in. It's
what I think it doesn't. It's not just yesterday's game. I think you have to go back to the Warsaw game when we lost 1-0. You have to go back to when we played Napoli the first game, 2-0 up, cruising. 10 minutes back, 6 minutes later it's 2-2, something like that. You know, it's not just down to that result. I mean, it's other performances. We've been really poor. It's literally 16-17 2.0, except we're not doing well in Europe this time. Because if you remember, we were doing poor in the league, but for some reason in the Champions League we were doing amazing. So this time it's basically the same but worse. Because I agree with what you say. If we lose to Newcastle on Sunday, then either the things are going to happen. Will Top make a change before Christmas, or will?
It's got to. The game's coming up.
I'm not one of these that wants someone out instantly, but obviously we've got to think who we would get. And obviously, Felipe said it yesterday about, you know, we got Brendan Rodgers from Celtic because obviously he was in the Celtic job. We've got to. I think what Top's got to look at now is going to look at the future of it. Who would he like to bring in? Let's say if he does pull the trigger and obviously sack Brendan Rodgers, who would he bring in? Who would be our appointments to get? Obviously, we all want the managers, but who would come in? Like, let's say, Joe, like who would come in? That's the thing, you know.
I get that, and like I say, there's so many comments saying about how bad we were playing yesterday, but I will bring Jack in for this next question.
Go on.
Jack, evening.
Hello.
Escape from Alcatraz with that outfit on.
So, firstly, here's a question for you. For me, it's a simple question.
I'm Artie.
Jack?
You know who I'm going to pick there, don't you?
Yeah, I'll take it off already. We know
Daniel Amati, it's as simple as that, Reedy. At the end of the day, he's been our best defender this season, whether it's his position or it isn't. He's adapted very well. I get people are very critical of him. like any other player. But, you know, he's adapted well, proved the critics wrong and answered them time and time again when people have said, why is Daniel Amartey in the team? He's proved it against Liverpool last season, Man City last season. He proved it and we won both games. I mean, Kaggle or Siuntra, I just feel he's overrated. I don't think he ain't no better than Harry Maguire. I will put it out there.
Question then. Overrated Evans?
What,
this is just a piece you, this isn't it, Reedy? You ain't a fan, you know what I'm saying?
I'd rather have a Marty over Evans as well.
We can't have two of Martys, can you? There's only one been born.
No, obviously. But when you okay, for instance, when Fofana's back, who's going to the team?
But until Fofana's back, we've got to suffer with the likes of the lamppost. And do you know, it's interesting you should say about Marty, the fact that we're on about he's been our best centre-back and he's not even a centre-back.
Yeah.
He's a right-back. Yeah. He's a full-back, you know. With the Evans overrated, I don't think he is. He's just obviously, you know, we all go through bad patches, but it's not clicking. You know, the zonal marking is I know we're going to come on to that, so we might as well get out of the way now. It's the most stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. You know, you mark in life when you're defending from a corner, you man mark. You get someone on the front post, someone on the back post, Schmeichel in the middle, everyone marking each other. I tell you now, if Steve Walsh and Jerry Taggart and Matt Elliott were in that team and they said about zonal marking, they probably just cracked Brendan and said, no chance, not a chance. You know, it's stupid. The amount of set pieces we've conceded this season is unreal. I remember we used to always be good at the back. You know, I'm not saying we don't concede. I'm just saying that one clean sheet is bad. It's worrying. Really worrying. We talk about Schmeichel. You know, Schmeichel's been a topic. It's been on 5 Live as well. I don't know if you've listened to it. There's been a few players that dropped and get Danny Ward in. You know,
I said that against Napoli. Honestly, I would have put him in.
Well, the thing. Well, to be fair, in that, you know, it's like with Man United. De Gea, people say he's been poor, but it's his defence that's it needs to help him as well. The defence is not helping either, Schmeichel. Schmeichel's been doing some mistakes, we know that, but the defence is not helping, making it worse. You know, that Aston Villa goal, the second goal, it was just, Schmeichel could have done better, but the defence, what on earth? Mm-hmm. The first goal, Buendia is like the same height as this kind of Pepsi here, and the fact he's going to score an header. Conte got a touch, but I'm saying he won a header. He's smaller than N'Golo Conte, and the fact that he's won a header, it's just. I'll keep saying, if we don't win Newcastle, then I think maybe I've got the feeling Top may will pull the trigger, because obviously look who we've got after that.
If Top don't pull the trigger, I think a lot of fans will just try and make it happen anyway.
Because people saying, "Oh yeah, he's won the cup," and yeah, but that's last season. We're focusing on this season. That is why Ranieri got the shot, because we weren't. You know, obviously, you know, he's a legend. He always will be. You know, and because nobody's safe these days from jobs. Ranieri won us the Premier League 5-1, got sacked in February. We lost by 1 goal to Sevilla, got sacked. But would we got relegated? Who knows? We don't know that. Yeah, obviously, from what I was seeing, I think it looked like we were going to. With regards to Rodgers, yes, he's won us the FA Cup, got in top 5. Yeah, I'm not going to deny that. But it's this season's been worrying. He's sacked the physio, and we've had lots of injuries. That, you know, is it Rennie? Dave Rennie, is it who got sacked? Yeah. You know, the defence is worrying for me. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but it is worrying. 2 clean sheets. Can you actually name them? Okay, the first one we know. Let's see if anyone actually knows it. That's a question. So in all leagues, all competitions, so the Europa League, League Cup, everything. What other clean sheet did we have? Community Shield don't count, by the way. Apart from Wolves at home, what other clean sheet did we have? I want to know if anyone actually knows this.
Okay. Yeah. From that, then I will add Gray in, and then we'll add Mateus in. He's actually joined the link, so I appreciate you coming in. Great, I'll add you in now.
Evening, all.
How are you?
It's nice to see your show. I thought it was the Ross show then.
I know.
So I had to get my right out of the way, Gray.
Jesus Christ, we've been listening to you for the last 20 minutes.
Here's a comment for you then, Gray. I don't want anyone to say anything. Phil says, I'm backing Rodgers to sort this. I'm not very convinced about this post-match comments. Was moaning about the players, be probably right. For me, that is complete BS. Because he said about youth, how many experienced players did we have in the whole thing tonight? Oh, sorry, last night.
Who's that to?
We had, to you, Greg, we had Vardy in, we had Bertrand in, we had, who else? Casper in. We had Madison in, all these experienced players, but he says about youth. There's barely any youth players in there.
I think Phil's been on the crack pipe. But what I will say was, I was watching the first half, and Vardy was trying to chase balls down and was talking to his midfield. Younger Reedy.
Yeah, I am, mate. I'm waiting for you to talk.
Usually me.
And Vardy was trying to chase people down and talk to his midfield, calling them in and telling them to go and mark players, and they weren't listening. And I think by the end of the first half, I think Vardy, as much as he does what he does, and sort of, well, if you ain't going to bother, I ain't going to bother. And it was just shocking last night. We got back to 2-2. You knew what they were going to do in the second half. And I saw some comments earlier about bringing Albrighton on in the 88th minute. What's he going to do in 4 minutes?
Exactly.
Just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
And that's where I think it's more than just a defensive issue. Substitutes are way too late. Attacking, yes, we are scoring goals, but then we've got to score goals enough to be beating the team that we've conceded to.
Yeah.
We've got to score at least 3 or 4 to even have a chance of winning a game.
I have one question.
Go on.
How are we supposed to practice corners, set pieces, zonal marking when we haven't got someone in the team that can take a corner? How are you going to practice it?
Oh, you can't.
You ain't.
Yeah,
so go back to old school, man for man. It's some of the league stuff.
But that's the thing. That's another reason why I honestly think it has to be the time he goes, because he's not changing it. Since even the Southampton game, we conceded. I think we conceded 2 set pieces there. He doesn't change it. Going to the Villa game, we lose. We're going to the game just now, we lose. What needs to change? He needs to change something good, but he's got nothing to change it. Yes, he puts different plays in different positions to see if it works out, but it's not there. Even we put Bertrand in yesterday, and he was absolutely woeful. What's everyone laughing at?
I'm copying Jack.
Yeah. We'll get off the Napoli game then.
I'll tell you what, he'll be lucky to be in a job by New Year's Day, because I looked at our run earlier and that's horrible. Whether we play Spurs this Thursday, I don't think we will because of the COVID and that. But we've got such an horrible run, and there's points in there you should pick up. But after that performance,
agreed.
Well, I do get the feeling though. You look at what have we got? We got obviously Newcastle Sunday, Spurs, if that goes ahead or whatever. Then we've got Merseyside in a week, Everton in the league, Liverpool in the League Cup, and then Man City on Boxing Day, then Liverpool again, and then Norwich. Yeah. So you look at them games on paper, you'd expect to win. You'd expect to win Tottenham. Everton, maybe. Liverpool in the League Cup, doesn't matter what team they put out, we're still going to put up a performance and win. Man City away, we've done well last time we went there. We won 5-2. And I was no fans. I have another one. I brought this up the other day. Since the fans have been back, we've been playing awful. I think we played better when there was no fans in the ground. Let's be honest. Gray's up here now. Are we all getting through now? Get my advent calendar out.
We'll move on to the Newcastle game, and we will bring Mateus in. Matthias, welcome. Appreciate you coming in. Is it your first
Evening,
time
lads.
coming in today?
How you
Yeah.
doing? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's my first time.
Obviously, Newcastle coming up.
He's a virgin.
Give us some knowledge what Ross hasn't got.
Okay, yeah. So, Matthias, Newcastle coming up.
Yeah.
Firstly, are you Rodgers in or Rodgers out? And second of all, do you think we'll win on Sunday?
I'm Rodgers out currently. I mean, I don't think he can turn it around. I'm worried. I really am, because we have drawn games this season, and we have lost games where we really shouldn't have. I'm worried in every single area of the pitch. I really am. And honestly, if Rodgers doesn't manage to get 3 points on Newcastle, then he'll be worried. He really must be.
I wouldn't say worried. I think every single one of the fans in the ground, if we lose to Newcastle, we'll just see and think, do you know what? Why are we even supporting the way we're playing? Because don't get me wrong, yes, people could still be Rodgers in, but if you're losing to a club as bad as Newcastle's been this season, how can you not boo, or how can you not? You'd hear so many boos on Sunday if we lose to them. I'm sorry, but you will. I won't boo, but it's just a case of
The thing is that you talk about booing, obviously, you know, everyone has their own opinion. You know, I've called out fans on things over the last few weeks, and Council's just put it up there about the home. Which comment is it now? I think it's the last comment he did. No, not that one. That's it. Do you know what? I agree. You know, the home atmosphere is about it's terrible. You know, I don't know what's happened over the last few years. You know, let's be honest. You know, Jack, you go to our home games, have as many as I can. Gray goes, anyway, we all go.
Yeah.
The atmosphere is just getting worse. It's getting worse. Like, you know, and obviously I mean about the fans leaving Pasaga and stuff. I've said my piece on that. You know, and Sunday is going to be one of two things. What can I expect anything else? That's the thing. When it goes out for a corner, all the fans know what to expect. Yeah, Newcastle fans are the last fans in the Premier League.
I'm sorry, but like I say, I think for me, it's time up for him. I will ask it before we do end. Matthias, you said it's Rodgers out.
Yeah.
Ross, are you Rodgers out or Rodgers in?
Ask me on Sunday.
He's asking you now.
I'm asking you right now. Are you on the fence then?
Answer the question. You've spoke for 25 minutes. Answer the question.
Need to get 3 points.
Yeah, I'm still in at the minute, but then Sunday may change.
Right, you've answered it. Right,
Jack?
I'm sat on the fence. I mean, Claude Puel on his time at Leicester, I was Claude Puel out throughout the whole of his time at Leicester, let alone one game losing 5-0. You know, I just knew it was going to be tragedy from the start.
Tragedy.
I mean, you know, Steps came out with that, and it definitely happened to Leicester. He were a walking time bomb at Leicester, Claude the fraud. It was just one of them. Brendan Rodgers. Let's talk about Brendan Rodgers. Eight clean sheets, Reedy in 43 games. I mean, that FA Cup Chilwell decision, that saved us for winning the FA Cup. If that had gone the other way, I mean, would we be talking about it now, winning the Community Shield in the FA Cup? Definitely not. I mean, I reckon that saved Brendan Rodgers' job. That's papered over the cracks about the performances that's been happening week in, week out since February. I mean, Brendan, I want him to turn it around so bad, but I mean, teams are just walking against Leicester and then beating us. They're not even thinking about, it's going to be a tough game. People just think, you know what, easy 3 points, corners, set pieces, do that against Leicester, get in their face to beat us. We've got no fight at the minute, no passion, no intensity. I mean, Napoli, by far the better team yesterday. They worked hard. They showed us they wasn't poor and they wasn't better, you know what I mean? They was class throughout the start. I mean, that big bloke up front, 2 stone overweight, he showed even Cags and Evans up. I mean, he were hacking Femra, the Serie A.
Yeah. Great. Before we do end, Rodgers in, Rodgers out.
I like him. I've got a lot of respect for him, but I am beginning to lose patience with him. But I'm like Jack, on the fence at the minute. But I think if we ain't picking anything up in the next 3 league games, he'll be gone.
Yeah, I said that for a new year. If we don't beat Newcastle, and we don't beat Tottenham, I mean, Everton, Manchester City, Liverpool. How many points, boys, realistically, sitting here now, how many points we're going to get playing the way we are at the minute? People would say none.
Here's a question then, just before we do end then. I'll go through each team and we'll all give a quick point or 3 points or 0 points for each one. So Newcastle, if it does go ahead, points-wise.
Can I be honest? I think that's going to be a draw. I cannot see the way we're doing right now that we're going to get 3 points from that game. The way we're playing right now.
And Callum Wilson are coming, I'm telling you now.
Ross and Jack.
I'll let you answer Jack first.
The thing is, Ross, St. Maximan's going to come. Callum Wilson's going to come. A Steve Bruce Newcastle side who were absolutely shit last season. Beat us 4-1 at the King Power Stadium, 4-2 or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
we were Champions League football. We had a chance of beating them, getting Champions League football. We bottled it. Simple as that. I mean, now they're going to come. Lascelles, whoever else they've got at the back who's big enough to win an header at the back post. Even Callum Wilson wins headers or bicycle kicks or whatever you want to call it.
They're going to want him more.
I think it'll be a draw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ross?
I think I've just got the feeling we'll be 1-0 up. You know, we'll be playing not great, but not terrible. And then 90th minute, they will score a set piece. Whether it will be a free kick, or it will be a corner, or it will be a penalty.
Same old story.
Yeah, no, probably that Joe Linton will probably. I don't even know if he plays, but
he's one of the worst strikes in the league, Ross.
Oh, please don't say that because you know what's going to happen now Sunday. You just
proved it, innit? Everyone thinks it.
So are we all saying a point for?
Yeah, I think obviously we all want Leicester to win. Of course we do, but the way we're playing them is it like on Sky on Sunday?
Yeah,
brilliant.
2-1, but
the issue is I'm just glad Newcastle won last week.
Confidence.
Because could you imagine if they didn't win last week and their first win of the season was against Leicester? Because it always happens.
Hogwarts from WWE could find it. Bloody Dumbledore could do that.
Anything, but yeah, I think 1-1, and I think they will consider last minute goal.
Right, and then we will quickly go through them. So instead of just doing one, we'll go through the whole lot. So Tottenham, Everton, Liverpool. Oh, sorry, Man City and Liverpool because we won't count the game. So in them four games, Gray thinks 0 points.
We got cutting L's.
I think we could beat Tottenham. I don't care what anyone says.
Ross, you said the crap. I don't think so. They've turned it around since Conte's took over. I mean,
what? Hang on. Turned it around. Didn't they lose to a team that were made 9 years ago in the Conference League?
Yes, but Ross, that's in Europe. In the Premier League, they've still gone and won games.
Yeah, I think that's better. Honestly,
yes, Jack, you argue.
There's a point.
Harry Kane might not be scoring, but he's got a good record against Leicester.
But the thing is, the point is as well with the Conte situation. Nuno was in charge then. They were doing awful. Conte comes in, completely changes them.
Exactly.
Why? I think that's something we need. Yes, Rodgers was good to begin with, but don't you think the last 2 seasons of finishing fifth place maybe isn't a coincidence, and maybe you just didn't deserve to get top 4?
In the day, wherever you finish, that's where you deserve to finish. Yeah. You know, we didn't get in the Champions League because we didn't deserve it. The game's cost us. Well, you look at the game. I can just name 5 games right now at random last season. Fulham at home, Newcastle,
Southampton away.
Southampton away. That was a big one. Who else? Even Tottenham at the last game of the season. Phil's going about it. 15 minutes to go, and then we're going to concede 3 goals. And then I don't know. I can't think any others, but they're the ones that stick out for me. Them games cost us Champions League. Obviously, I know other performances, but then the main ones that have cost us. You know, if we would have won at least 2 of them, we would have been top 4, but we weren't. You don't. You wherever you finish, that's where you deserve to finish. We don't say, this and that. We deserve to finish 5th.
Exactly.
Simple.
We don't deserve top 6 this season. You're laughing if I would have said top 6 this season, but how we've been performing, Ross, I can't see it.
Oh yeah, West Ham game.
We'll be lucky to finish top 10 this season.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's where I said that realistically, I'm annoyed that we didn't go out the whole thing in Europe because I don't want to be going into that Conference League.
He did this at Liverpool, Reedy. He did this at Liverpool, Brendan Rodgers, in
No,
Europe,
the pre-season
Premier
syndrome,
League, in the
exactly,
third
yeah.
season syndrome. He did it at Liverpool. Look at Suarez, Coutinho, and Gerrard. They were
I
absolutely
agree
shocking
with
that
Reedy for
season.
once.
Yeah.
What?
It's just that season syndrome with Brendan. We should be worried
Third
about
season
losing players.
syndrome, yeah.
The fact we needed to go out of Europa League last night
Mm-hmm.
to concentrate on the
I
league.
think he's got us as far as he can take us. I don't think he's going to win us the Premier League, the Champions League, or
And
whatever
do you know what,
Leicester fans
Reedy?
were
The
expecting.
only good saving grace the League Cup.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jack, for interrupting you. You know what else, Reedy?
What?
I think Amati should have played.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm
I
sorry.
agree, Gray.
He should have played, but the only fact is he was with illness, so he couldn't play anyway.
So
Okay.
how
Back
come
we've
Nacho
got
didn't
for free.
travel last night?
Because he had an
Illness.
illness as well.
Illness as well, yeah.
He don't get a game either way, innit? This season.
That's-
Look at him last
that's another
season,
topic.
banging all the goals. What's he doing this season? He's on the bench all the time.
That's
What
another
kind of
topic.
proving's that?
Where's Iniacho at? You know, last season he was our top goal scorer.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
exactly.
Why is he dropping him?
Because we
Has
play
to be
one
honest.
striker. That is literally the case, I think. Because we play Barnes, we have to play one
I
striker.
don't get this one striker, really. Vardy's now 34, yeah. He's 35 in January, yeah, and you play him up front on his own. Last night, yeah, he was nowhere to be seen apart from that header and going down in the box for that penalty. You would have called a penalty. People wouldn't call it offside. I mean, Vardy, you know, he runs around like a headless chicken when he's up front on his own. He needs that support now, innit? Daka would have been the perfect fit last night. No, Nacho hadn't travelled.
Did anyone else see the little bit of skill on the edge of the box? Samare did.
Yeah.
He
yeah.
did the cheeky back
Akil,
heel
was
and-
it?
and
I'll tell you
that,
what about
and-
Samari. He may not be the best player, but he is very entertaining to watch. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
I think
he's like
been-
he's
I
a bit
think
of a
he's
cart or so.
I think he's been brilliant. The way when he's been playing instead of Tillman
You let me laugh.
injured. I've really liked how Sumari's played. Other than the Chelsea game, Sumari for me has been pretty good.
Indeed, he's been poor this season.
Wilfred.
I agree.
Wilfred indeed. He'll take the ball
We
from
have
you.
to end it there.
Margaret, let's carry on. Let's cover another hour.
Really,
Yeah,
what about
I
them
can't.
points then for Everton game and Man
All
City
right,
and that then?
then.
Let's
So
talk
we've
about
gotta
them
do-
quickly and score
I'll
predictions.
just ask,
Go on.
right? I would have bet my house or my flat on Madison bagging last night. That got
Should have
one on one
scored.
with the keeper.
Buried that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I thought it went in. I was jumping up and down. I was like, yes, I didn't realise it didn't go in.
That put me
That
hands
was
on
unfortunate.
So, one word. What number? How many out of what? 4. So out of 12 points is it? 12 points. How many out of 12 points will we get in the next 4 games? Ross, one word.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said one action.
4 points. Okay, Jack.
Damari Gray's going to come back and bite us. I think we'll get a draw at Goodison Park, but the Tottenham, Liverpool and Manchester City game, I can see us getting a spanking the way we defend.
Yep.
I
mean,
did ask for one word, but
Yeah. Come on, Jack. One word.
It's meant to be me, just mentioned one word.
One word. Okay, 1 point.
1 point.
That's 2
Okay.
points. That's 2.
Mateus.
I'd say 2 points. I'd say we'll draw to Newcastle and Everton and we'll lose the rest. There's no hope for us.
Okay. And then Gray, you said 1, didn't you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
1.
Middle
Yeah.
finger,
Well,
Gray.
there you go. Right. That is it for tonight. I appreciate you all joining. Mateus, appreciate you coming in. Please join
Really,
again.
next time, not be late, please.
I won't be, mate. Yeah,
No,
so
I had to
Mateus,
remind
appreciate you
him.
coming in.
Nice to
Cheers.
see you, Mateus.
Say Mateus. Right, okay. Couldn't pronounce his
Gray,
name.
appreciate you coming in.
Don't
Again.
you dare.
What?
I was on last.
I bet you're happy in the back
Jack,
room doing
appreciate
that
you
now.
coming in, mate.
See you later.
And we'll see you, I think tomorrow, you got your Everton show, haven't you? Not Everton. that's next
No,
week, that's next week.
Everton's next
That's
week.
next
I've
week,
got
yes.
Tottenham on Tuesday next week, so
Yeah, that's fine. Right, we'll see you next as well.
see you in a bit.
And
Anyway,
then
Jack.
Ross, I appreciate you coming
Yeah.
in.
No worries. I'm gonna go and play some FIFA. Well, try and jump. Play some FIFA and look at these new cars that they brought out. So, no worries. Well, peace out. See you in a bit.
And that's it, guys. Appreciate you coming in. We didn't get all the comments we wanted on there. So many people wanted to get their views out. Andy did say 2 points. One word, Jack, exactly. Well done, lads. I'm not sure what that bit means. Great stuff. Thank you. Appreciate it all. Sorry I'm late. Got my food and I realised it was R7 already. But yeah, appreciate it. Correct, Ross. Roger's treatment is criminal. Exactly. So that is it for tonight. We have got shows coming up. Sunday, we've got Jamie's Aftermath show, pre-match before the Newcastle game. People are saying it could be cancelled. We don't know, but if not, we have got to watch along for that as well. And then you've got the Phil show on Monday and the rest of the week going forward again. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you look at all our socials and whatnot. As you can see here, all of our socials. Please go and follow. Please like. Appreciate your likes tonight as well. Much appreciated. And then, obviously, thank you for all of our sponsors for Leicester Fan TV and all the group that does it. And that's it, guys. Hopefully, you enjoyed it. Fox, the last comment. Ryan Bertrand out. Exactly. I'm sorry. And I appreciate you joining. We'll catch you all next time. Peace out.
Thanks for watching Leicester Fan TV. Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pukka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hollogram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newby Co estate agents. Make sure to follow us on all of our social channels at Leicester Fan TV. Visit our website, leicesterfantv.com.